Greetings to all you on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or the website, wherever you're happening to see this. My name is Vinny, and welcome to Living for All the Marbles. This site is really about three things. Number one, it's about you and me living our lives more intentionally and finishing strong. It's also about holding me accountable, and that's one of the primary things that drove me to start it, along with getting everybody else involved. And three, for me, it's about a legacy for my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, so that they would be able to see how I looked at faith, how I looked at life, how I looked at vision, establishing a vision and setting goals and doing the things that I thought was important in life to set an example for them and to live better. So as you know, or you may know, that this is our first video. This is week one, and it's July 27th, 2021. And we launched a week ago with our introductory video. If you want to see that, it should be either pinned at the top of YouTube or referenced or linked somewhere in wherever you're seeing this, so that you can kind of see what we're all about. And in week one, basically every week, my life has been divided up into weeks, and we go through, we have a marble for every week, and then every week we pull a marble out of this, the bright future. And when we pull it out, we move it over into another bucket that is called the well-lived past. And the idea here is to give an accountability for my life. Am I living according to my vision? Now, you realize when you make a vision, you may not get everything on the vision, but the idea is if you make a vision, you'll get a lot more than if you don't. If you set goals, you'll get a lot more than if you don't. So the idea here is that this is all going to be published on the website. There's the vision. It's going to be published when we get the website up so you all can see it and follow it. And then here's the marble list, which many of you may call a bucket list. So we'll be working on that. So what happened this week? Well, first of all, I had a retirement ceremony, or a luncheon, I should say, at work. It was really enjoyable. A lady that I work with named Michelle put it all together, and she had a cake. She had all the stuff that you needed. We were able to have lunch together. We were able to talk, take a lot of pictures, laugh, have some fun. And, it was really touching, because they, provided us with a couple of little gifts. It really was more than I was expecting. And things like a t-shirt for me that said, the man, the myth, the legend has retired, and one for my wife that talked about, no more tension, bring on the pension. So it really was a lot of fun. We got some really good pictures, and Michelle even made a video out of it. So, again, ties right into my wanting to be, connecting to people. And it's nice, for people to show appreciation. And I was appreciative of everybody who came out. The other thing that happened was Thursday last week, I went to Houston, and I participated in a security operations summit, which was really educational. I had a chance to talk to some real experts in the field and hear from them about many, many different aspects of security. And this particular conference was focused on faith-based organizations, but they applied across all areas of security. And I've been involved with security for a number of years, going back to my time in the Marine Corps. And I always enjoy being around people who are willing to stand in the gap, between the bad guys and good people. So I really appreciated the conference. It was just very professionally handled, and the host church was just phenomenal. They just did a really wonderful job. Now, the other thing I had a chance to do was I have some friends who have a daughter going off to college, and we had a chance to do a defensive skills class, and we spent about 4 hours total over a couple of days. And it's really gratifying to be able to see young people who are interested in getting out in the world, but also in being safe. And so it's not only it's about the mindset, it's about precautions that you have to take, and then things that you can do if it ever does go bad and you get caught in a bad circumstance. So if you're not taking those precautions when you're going out, please, there's no reason to be afraid, just alert. And I would encourage you to please be that way. You know, don't be staring at your cell phone walking down the street, or counting all your money at the ATM. You know, the ATMs aren't wrong, they get it all right. But just things like that, because we want everybody to be safe, and so you can be here every week. Now the other thing is that we have a logo, and my daughter-in-law, who is a phenomenal artist, actually did this. And as you can see, it's living for all the marbles. And the beautiful thing about it is we really do mean all. We want everybody to live their best life. We want everybody to enjoy it. So we got an hourglass here, because an hourglass is a universal symbol of time passing, but instead of sand, we have marbles. And those marbles are falling down into a pool of water, because there are no do-overs. This isn't sand, it's marbles. It's that week. Once it goes through that area right there and falls into the lower part, that means that whatever splash, whatever ripple you're going to make in your life and the life of others, it's made. And then that time is gone. So we want everybody to make the best of it. Again, live intentionally and finish strong. So, another thing that happened at the luncheon that I forgot to tell you about is I gave everybody one of these big marbles. And I told them that the purpose of this marble is for them to put it somewhere, because like this marble will roll across the floor, time is continuing to roll. And I wanted them to put it someplace where they would see it on a desk or something every day, so that they would remember to live intentionally, to think about what they want in life, or pray about it if you're a person of faith. Set your goals, decide what you want, and then go for it and hold yourself accountable. So if you don't have a marble, then by all means I would encourage you to get one, or maybe even think about passing them out to your friends, because when we get to the end, there's always probably going to be a couple of regrets. We just don't want a lot of them. And the way you can prevent having a lot of them is to be intentional about how you live. Okay? So, for those of you who want to stick with us, I would love that. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the website, livingforallthemarbles.com. Please join us. I'd be happy for you to reach out if you want to just share a little bit. Tell me good things that are happening in your life, or questions that you may have about me, or opinions I may have about a situation you're facing. I'm happy to do it. So remember, live intentionally, finish strong. See you next week. God bless.